Chris Landry talking SEC football in general, Monday edition of the program. Chris, I want to ask you about Trevor Lawrence. Go to the NFL real quick. Trevor Lawrence's contract. Not shocking that you see another quarterback get a lot of money, and when you put him up there with the Joe Burrows and Deshaun Watson contracts, you look at a lot of these others up there. I mean, he's now right at the tip top. Your thoughts on that contract? And we were kind of going through this the other day at the top 5 guys from Burrow to Trevor Lawrence. You look at Deshaun Watson. You look at some of these others, Lamar Jackson. Will any of these guys ever win a Super Bowl is the question. But regardless, Trevor Lawrence in that box now, he's getting paid big money.
Yeah, I think for most people, contracts are the obvious ones. I don't care how many zeros you put behind Patrick Mahomes. People are going to say, "Oh yeah, worth it." And even to some degree, what Joe Burrow has done, although he hadn't stayed healthy, worth it. It's the guys like Trevor Lawrence that people say, "Well, hold on, what has he done?" Fair. But remember, when you do these contracts, when you look at the length of the contract and the value of the league and where the salary cap is escalating year in and year out, you're not paying for Trevor Lawrence in the same vein as saying, okay, he's getting paid in the Joe Burrow stratosphere, he's as good as Joe Burrow. That's not what it's saying. You're paying for what other alternative do you have at quarterback? So in other words, you don't need to pay – they didn't need to pay Trevor Lawrence that. Okay, you're starting over at the quarterback position. Where do you go? How long does it take to find a guy? So see, that's what it really means when a guy gets that type of contract. It's not how good he is. It's how good he is relative to what your other options are. And it's the newest contract that usually gets the most. And that's all it is. If you lined him up, who's the best quarterback, down to the bottom, he would fall below the obvious names, but he would still get very high in terms of what his value is going to be 2 years from now. It's probably going to be a bargain based upon what somebody else is going to have to pay some other quarterback, if that makes any sense.
No, it does, 100%.